topic, and then
First of all,
I'll start
yeah, brother.
spanking them. Yeah,
Yeah, we have
yeah, yeah,
some.
yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
Utkarsh Kumar. We have someone. Let's just wait a second. Let's just bring him on screen in this way. Yes,
Yeah.
you're on stream. You're on the
Uh,
screen.
Hello,
the layout. The layout is
am
actually
I audible,
changed, by the way.
brother?
Okay. First of all,
Yes, you
we don't.
are
If he
audible.
opens the camera, there is a chance that he opens his camera and does something bad. We don't like it's because of safety. If we verify him first, then we will take him on the layout, inshallah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello,
Mr. Akash, you're on the panel. Yes, you're audible.
bro. What's the topic of today's debate?
Are
Are you a
you
Christian?
a Hindu are you a Hindu or a Christian?
No, I am agnostic. You can see below.
Oh,
That's
you're
not
an
the topic right
agnostic.
now.
Okay,
Yes,
that's not the
yes.
topic today. We are focusing on Christianity.
So you guys are Muslim?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are Muslims.
100%.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, so you are Arabs? Like what?
No. They're literally like, what is this?
Okay. So why? Is Islam only for Arabs?
No, 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 no.
Like Hindu,
I having
like
doubts
Hindu,
about.
like Hindu. Yeah.
Uh,
Like Hinduism is only for Indians and Christianity is only for Jews. Islam is only for Arabs. Are you following that type of chronology or something?
no, because your accent looks like Arabs. So I,
Oh my God, that's a
What?
compliment, isn't it?
Oh my, oh my God! When did we even speak like Arabs? It's 26 minutes from the start of the stream. None of us used any Arabic type of slang here. We are all speaking in the very known, well-known Western slang. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways,
obviously.
you can
so
ask your questions.
okay. So
Sorry.
I have read in Islam that that Earth was created in
Mm-hmm.
6 days, right?
Hmm.
Am I right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
in
No,
six
no.
days,
Ask your
are
question. Wait a minute. Ask
Ask
your
yes,
the
I am
question,
ask your
asking.
brother.
question before
I am
before
asking
saying,
question.
"Oh, am I right? Am I wrong?" Face your question,
Ask
then
your
I'll
question.
correct you if it's wrong or correct. Completely place your question. Don't cut it off and say, "Oh, am I right? Am I wrong?" If it's that way, then I'm gonna interrupt you and say, "Nope, it's not. It's not 6 days or 6 minutes or 6 hours. You can complete your whole
Yeah.
question and then I'll
Yeah.
Okay. So in I have read that in Islam the Earth was created in 6 days. So the humans also created in between 6 days, or and animals. I mean, you can get the question. My English is not so good, so
That's
Okay.
not
I
a
can
problem.
understand from that's not a problem. I can understand what you're asking us. So you're saying in Islam you
yeah.
have read that Earth was created in 6 days, and etc. So did you not you put any extra efforts in reading the next some of the verses and reading the context of that, explaining which was created first and which was created later? When were the humans created? When were the animals created? When was the nature created? You did not put any extra efforts to know that, or you just read it over there and you stopped and then you had that question in your mind without going back to the Quran looking for any other guidance
No,
for
I
you in
have
that
no,
matter.
I have read Quran. I have read Quran 1 years ago. So I forgot something.
Oh,
So you know,
1 years ago.
Okay, so 1 year. Okay. If you read how you read the whole Quran?
yes, in English.
If you if you read the Quran, then you should not have this question. Even if you forgot something, let's say you say, oh, "Okay, I forgot. I read it a year ago, so basically I could have forgotten that." So why didn't you just go back and refer to it?
No, because you are the experts. I'm asking.
Oh, for you read the whole Quran without any guidance from any experts, and then then you forgot about it, and when you have a very simple question, and then you said, "No, I'll not go back to the Quran now." Why is that?
But
No, you're saying that I have read the Quran and it's been a year since I read the Quran. So you're saying I read the whole Quran, but I still have the doubt that when were the humans created, and when if Earth was created only in 6 days, then when were the nature and the humans created? So if you read the whole Quran first, you should not have this question. It's literally laughable to say that a guy read the whole Quran and has a question on this. And okay, if you say, oh well, you have a weak memory power, you forgot about that. I'll say go refer it again. Is it not easy to open up the Quran and search for it rather than putting extra efforts coming here and saying, oh well, you're experts, you know this, you know that. Isn't that much more easy?
Yeah, it's easy, but you are not. You have not heard my full question, brother. My full question is like in Quran, the Earth was created in 6 days, but according to scientists and science, it's created much more. Matlab Earth is much more
Hmm.
older than what the Quran states. So how is it not
Okay.
contradictory?
Uh, okay, so how much timeline did science give you? Is there any timeline that
I
science gave
mean,
you?
I mean it's billion years something.
How do you know it's billion years?
I don't know. It's scientists that give them.
Okay, so how?
Which scientist?
So is this timeline, which is okay? Let's assume that any X and Y scientist said that. How did he assume that it's a billion years? How is that assumption valid?
Maybe from fossils and historical records.
Fossils?
You know.
How do
Not
oh,
not
how?
by fossils.
No, no.
Not by
How can
fossils,
you
brother.
know about the fossils? How can you know from the fossils when the fossils did not even exist at the time of the Big Bang or anything? The fossils will come a
Obviously,
hundred years, thousands of
you
years
could have
later after the
you could
Big Bang.
have you could have said about geology, not fossils, bro.
That's based on geology, not on fossils and archaeology. Come on, archaeology is only based for historical accounts, not for determining the time, the date, and how much time it took to for the universe to come into existence, or etc. etc. You cannot determine the time span that was taken to create the whole universe or for the whole universe to come into existence according to the science. How can you assume that the universe, earth, sun, moon, and etc. were created in this time span or in a billion years? Is there any proof for that, or is it just based on assumptions? Or which scientist did it say did he which scientist said that the earth and everything was created in a billion years?
It's not one scientist, brother. It's matlab, many scientists say that.
Okay, so can you name me one
Yes.
that said a billion years?
Yeah. Just name it, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, now,
I gotta Google that. You know.
Oh, it's your
okay,
favorite,
you
bro.
gotta Google that. Yeah, it's a favorite for any guy who poses this question. So, anyways, now you need to Google which scientist said that the universe was created in a billion years. Anyways, so now you said that it's this is very different from what the Quran said. So first of all, at least educate yourself on how much time did the universe take to be created according to the science, and then you learn that, and then you come to the Quran and you compare them. You don't know what the scientists have said, and many scientists have said that it took billion years, whereas the Quran says 6 days. So you found some contradiction between it, whereas you did not even put any extra efforts to rather to understand the Quranic verse or to go on to the scientific papers and you read what do you say that you verify this information that you got. No, you did not put efforts on any of the ends. You just said, "Oh, I read that it takes 6 days," and then you come up and say, "Well, that's contradictory to science." When I asked you about science, what does a scientist say? They said, "No, I don't know. I need to Google that." And when I said, "Did you put any extra efforts to see to refer back to the Quran? What is it saying, or did you put any extra efforts to attain knowledge about that?" They said, "No." So when you're not ready to attain knowledge on any of those ends, how are you concluding that it's a contradiction?
Okay. So because many people today believe science more than Quran. That's why. Because
No Muslim believes that.
uh, hmm?
No
No
Muslim
Muslim
believes
believes that.
that, or no Muslim believes that. Even if you want to go to say that, oh, science is way more than the Quran, and I can name you scientists who say, yeah, Quran does have scientific. If you want to show, if I have to show you, like, if you want me to show the scientific information that's present in the Quran, would you say that,
Mhm.
oh, scientists are way more better than the Quran? Do you say that?
No, I know what verses we will show. So
Ah, okay.
What verses?
So
How do you
yeah,
know? If you know those verses,
which
why
were
didn't you? If you know that what verses we are gonna show, so that means you took some effort. Why did you take so much effort in resolving the contradiction and researching about it, researching about scientists? Why did you do that?
no, the guy made a very pathetic type of claim here, saying that he read the whole Quran, but yet he has a question on the creation of universe in 6 days, and then another thing. What he did, he did not put any extra efforts to go back and refer to that. Later, he did not even put any extra efforts to go on to the scientific end and learn about it. No, he did not put any extra efforts. He just came here and says, "Oh, well, I'm seeing a contradiction here." Well, if you don't have knowledge on both of the ends, you think, oh well, but I see a contradiction. Isn't that lack of knowledge or ignorance, in other words?
but aren't your the work to clear the contradiction or
No.
No,
misconfusion?
it's not. It's not
Aren't
anyone's
you?
work to clear any contradiction. You see, no. The problem is, well, because I think it's a contradiction, then you need to clarify it for me. Why would I have? Why would I need to put any extra efforts to answer the question that you think is a contradiction? No one else other than you have ever claimed that the Quran is a contradiction to the science.
Brother, this argument, the argument are you giving? That's the same argument every religious people give me. Even Hindus, Christians, everyone give me same argument. You know.
I, I, I am not giving you any argument. I'm just saying you why should when you think that there is a contradiction, you are not ready to put any extra efforts onto that, and just you're coming and saying, "Oh, it's your job to do such things." I said, "Well, no, it's not anyone's job to answer a such and such question that you get in your mind just because you think it's a contradiction. Then how is it my job to answer it for you when you are not ready to put any extra efforts into your research?"
Are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Yeah,
why are
yeah.
you
Okay,
asking? Why aren't you answering?
uh, I don't know, brother. Mm,
Okay, so
Okay,
what I see as a see
you don't want to,
as
literally,
a
you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk. You just then, you just keep the silence. This is not a silent stream. We are not doing some yoga here. We are here trying to understand theology, and then you just shut up. Even if I were to show you verses of the Quran, even Hakba is aware of them, obviously, but we did not show the verses. We actually wanted him we actually wanted the idea. We actually wanted to clear the basis of him, the idea of him, isn't it?
yeah, you cannot expect a guy to actually understand a concept when he made a very long straw man saying, I read the whole Quran, and he thought we will be scared of him and say, "Oh my God, this guy read the whole Quran." And when I asked him, "If you read the whole Quran, you should not pose this question," he said, "Oh, I read it a year ago, so I forgot about it." A basic human being will say a basic human being will go back and he'll open the book, he'll refer it again. That say, "Oh, I forgot about this thing, so let's refer it back again." No, this guy doesn't want to refer it back. He doesn't want to attain any type of knowledge from on the scientific end or on the Quran's end. He just wants to go on somewhere and try to argue. And when the argument is shattered, he just he sits quietly and he says, "Oh, I need to Google about that." He's just sitting there quietly. Wow.